Road construction is a familiar sight on St. Charles Avenue these days. Yellow dinosaurs rumble underneath the oaks, cars fill one cramped impossible lane, but what is one lane now will soon be three. The Department of Public Works will paint bike lanes on St. Charles Avenue from Carrollton to Nashville Avenues after road construction is completed in November.
St. Charles, it's almost as if it was built to have a bike lane.
Dan Jatres is program manager for bicycle projects at the Regional Planning Commission.
There's enough width to maintain on-street parking, to have the through traffic for motor vehicles, and to have the bike lane.
In 2004, the city planned to add bike lanes after voters approved $4 million for bike and pedestrian improvements. The problem was the city had to resurface the roads, which is expensive. Fast forward to 2007, and the federal government approves recovery money for roads damaged during Hurricanes Katrina and Rita.
By tacking it on to these existing projects, now the city only has to pay for the striping. So suddenly that $4 million can go a lot further.
Catherine Parker Karst is the assistant director of the Tulane Prevention Research Center.
Often if we have a cyclist who rides against traffic or on the sidewalk, they open themselves up to a lot more accidents that way, either running into a pedestrian or running into a car.
Averting a crash is only part of the benefit of bike paths, however.
In Louisiana, we have a big problem with obesity, and we feel that the way to combat this problem is to make things easier for people to go outside and be active.
In 2007, the Prevention Research Center helped get a bike lane on St. Claude Avenue. They have since been recording data with some positive and interesting results.
We saw a 133% increase in the number of female riders, and that's consistent with other research around the country. Women in particular feel safer when there is a designated bike lane.
St. Claude and St. Charles are only the beginning. By the end of this year, 6 or 7 miles of bike paths will be completed around the city. Next year, Carrollton Avenue will get its bike stripes too.
The natural environment of the city is very inviting. Flat terrain, the biggest hill is the levee, or like an overpass. Mostly year-round riding, weather, and the city itself is pretty small, so you can get from uptown to the lake in 20 minutes, which is great.